As a psychologist, the biggest miracle as a psychologist I've come across is the life of the Prophet. I'll give you a little math here, okay? More than 6,600 ayahs came in less than 10 years, okay? Because the first 3 years, only one Surah Al-Qamar. 3 years it took for Surah Al-Dasr to come in, right? So this is not 23 years, it's 20 years. It's less than 20 years. So that's about 600 years for 6,000 ayahs, okay? Close to 700 years for 7,000 ayahs. You need to understand the life of a man who was a husband, who was a father, who was a leader, who was a politician, who's a warrior, who is a friend, who is walking around the street looking at kids, loving them as well, but making those decisions. And at the same time, Wahi's coming just about every ayah on average. You see the balance of how this personality has to show and transit through profiles per second. He has to transit through a profile per second because he knows everything I'm going to do is going to be written about and being followed as a guarantee to Jannah, a literal guarantee to Jannah. And anyone does anything other than what I'm going to do is a guarantee to hell. Imagine the weight on you and me talking, and the way I'm sitting, the way I'm talking, the way I'm looking at you is being recorded and is being part of a religion of billions of people, and anything else in addition to this is a bid'ah. Anything less than that is not a hasana. The exact copy has, it's like a microscope and a telescope, a million microscope and million telescopes on you all the time. During this time, you have to be a husband, you have to be a brother, you have to be a father, you have to be a friend, you're a public speaker. You have a Baddu, and as low of an intellect as a Baddu who does not know from left to right, and at the same time, Ali bin Abi Talib and Abdullah bin Masud listening to the same sermon at the same time. Imagine what you have to balance. Yeah, that's interesting. And imagine that you have munafiqeens who are going to pick on any and everything, and they're going to twist it, and they're going to use that part of your speech as a certain prerogative to dismantle whatever your movement is. Yeah. So I can't even do the math, and every single day I start putting new equations in as to how a man would be balancing all of this. In less than 20 years, you have to start and finish the biggest project in the history of the universe, and the enormity of the project at the same time. Imagine when you put it that way. Yeah, because he knew the enormity of the project. Okay.